Wait, have you heard of Hyperledger?
No.
All right,
I have
all right.
no idea what this is.
Hyperledger is an opportunity to change the world.
I like that. The world's a terrible place. You gotta change it.
This is a lifetime opportunity. From the minute I read about blockchain technologies, I knew I had to be a part of it. It was so exciting to me, its potential, that I actually changed careers to do it.
We all know the future is going to be data-driven, it's going to be automated, we're going to have this wonderful sort of decentralized, organic world. The only question is how to get there.
Hyperledger's been really successful in bringing together the people that have business problems with the technology developers who are creating these new capabilities. Bringing these two groups together with this new technology has really started to break the traditional ways that people have thought about solving problems. And open them up to new ways of doing business with new kinds of technology.
Do you know what they're talking about yet?
Yeah. It's not new. It's not new business.
Hyperledger has been a great governing body to enable us to freely share our thoughts and ideas. But I think the passion that we see every single day with the community is one that will be felt forever. It's not limited by Hyperledger, but it is enabled and is fostered by Hyperledger.
Community is the bedrock of what we do. Community, I would take a good community with code that is still developing and maturing over great code with no community.
The value of the Hyperledger is the power of the people and the power of the open source.
Hyperledger brings people together that normally would not be in a position to collaborate. The model of open source and the model that the Linux Foundation has established, Hyperledger has adopted that and progressed it to get what might have been former competitors to work together on common solutions.
Okay, so this is a blockchain Facebook?
Well, first of all, ledger. I'm very confused because to me, a ledger is like what a bank keeps records on, right?
Yeah, for sure.
What are they talking about?
I don't know, because they're talking about networking and community.
It feels to me like the corporate world trying to appropriate, trying to get into the open source and blockchain world, and trying to leverage those ideas to push corporate interest. Like, have you ever heard a more corporate sounding ad in your life?
No. Well, I mean, I don't know. Like, I've heard a lot of corporate sounding. The only ads I've heard are corporate. What are you talking about? Come on.
I'm meaning it as a point.
I remember that ad.
I'm meaning it as a point.
Mom and Pop
they're talking about like
street.
community on a ledger and emotion on a ledger and code with community versus great code with no community. What the hell are they talking about?
I don't know, man. I have this. So blockchain seems cool, right? It seems cool, but it also means it's harder to get rid of information, right?
Mm-hmm. It's nearly impossible.
Nearly impossible. Because, it's Ledger. You don't know what this company is. We don't know what they do.
It's just this weird ad.
Hyperledger.
Here, Hyperledger, open source blockchain technology. Let's look at their...
look it up.
Hyperledger is a multi-project, open-source, collaborative effort hosted by the Linux Foundation.
Oh, and they've received contributions from IBM, Intel, and SAP Arabia.
Fucking corporate.
Pew, pew, pew.
Open source. See,
this is what I'm talking about, though. This is the man. Because the whole idea of open source is that everyone contributes, and then you contribute and someone else does, and then everyone benefits.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why it actually supports my platform of no more IP, I think.
Yeah,
open source does, right?
Yes.
Man, whenever someone makes a contribution, they're after something, man. They're getting
value for value. They need value for. They're not just going to give money.
So I wonder, that maybe they're just trying to get people to figure out other stuff, because Linux is a different code than
Linux
Microsoft
is an open source operating system.
But is it the same as is it?
It's
DOS?
closer to Mac. No, it's Unix.
But you have to type in your code, right? But I'm saying that it's a different language than what Microsoft uses. Is a different language than Apple.
It's very close to Apple. Mac OS and Linux are both Unix based.
What's Unix?
It is the parent operating system. platform.
So what's the
Linux.
benefit then of
Mac used to be very open source.
So is Linux though? Is it more like powerful then?
It's more efficient. So Mac OS is very bulky at this point. Linux it's easier to customize and it's more efficient because it's much smaller.
I see. So are they trying to get people to do work for free and then they take a cut of it?
I don't understand. So it says Hyperledger is a global collaboration hosted by the Linux Foundation. I don't know what that is, but it's all caps, so it's some company. And includes leaders in finance, banking, Internet of Things, supply chains, manufacturing, and technology to explore various resources and learn more.
There's a Hyperledger cello. Let's see what that is.
What?
It's a tool. Aims to serve the operational dashboard for blockchain, which reduces the effort required for creating, managing, and using blockchain. Besides, it can also be used to facilitate creating blockchain as a service. Cello provides an operational console for managing blockchains efficiently and running on top of various infrastructures, e.g. bare metal, virtual machine, and various container platforms. Man,
I don't know. Everything about this feels like the corporate world trying to muscle into.
Well, I mean,
they're trying to gain control. They're trying to take over.
Everything's a rake, and I'm worried that anything that's seen as like independent or freedom it's just a rake, man. Everything's a rake.
I don't think everything is.
What's not? Like what can you actually do that you actually retain, like your labor, that someone else doesn't take a cut of it?
The plants you grow, nobody comes and takes those, right?
But I'm a landowner.
Mm-hmm. Right. So somebody is taking.
So I'm saying I pay property tax.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like, so I am paying a fee.
Yeah, you're right. But
they're not taking the produce, but I have to pay to have the opportunity to have produce.
That's true.
I'm paying a luxury tax to have my own garden.
Also, programs that you buy, like I own a copy of Finale. So I get to keep every score that I make and do whatever I want with it.
Yeah. So I guess not everything. It's close to it though. But what I'm saying is like so you get to keep the score, but if you're going to profit from it, any profit you have, you lose.
Get to keep.
No, you don't. You have to pay taxes on it.
Oh, to the U.S. government. Yes, not to Finale, not to make music.
Not to Finale, no. Well,
right. So my deal with Finale isn't a rake. It's a fair deal.
I guess so.
It's the government that's muscling into it. What?
They keep doing those updates and they want money.
Yeah, fine. Fair enough. I just mean
I've given you money since I was in my early 20s, since I was a teenager, and you still want more.
Well, okay, I mean the basic interaction.
Yeah. I see. No, man, it's just like wasn't it Amazon? You can like apply for a small business loan and they'll help like launch you on their marketplace and all.
Yeah, maybe.
Like they're investing money into small business, and it's like this guy, he flips on the light for his like wood workshop, and I was like, oh yeah, welcome back to feudalism. Great.
Yeah.
It's dispersion of wealth, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's a crazy concept. Like I think the only way to keep that from this happening, right, is really like you can't cap people though. Any interference is going to cause unfairness. Well, we shouldn't seek fairness. Oh, this is a problem. We're at an impasse already in my mind. We're not. I am. I can't. We can't fix this. There's no hope. Guys, go home. Just go on vacation. There's no way to win. Yeah. There's no way to win.